Today I wanted to visit the denim vest trend. There are so many out there and they're so cute. They're wearing them over little dresses like this and all kinds of other outfits. And you can get very bustier constructed ones and then very loose vintagey look ones. And I picked this one out from Amazon. It's under $100. It's one of the more expensive ones on Amazon. You can get them for much cheaper, but I wanted to use the really nice one for my inspiration. So I have this denim jacket that I've had in my closet since I was in high school, so it was a couple of years ago. And every time I put it on, I just feel like it's swallowing me up. It's way too big. The sleeves don't stay put. I have to pin them down to keep them up. If I roll them down, I just look like I'm completely swallowed up by the jacket. It has wear signs on the collar, which I can't get clean, but I still love the jacket and I love the look. And we're gonna cut this one up. Let's see how it goes. All right, here is the jacket. It is super heavy. Now, on the inspiration piece, there is extra stitching. They've redone the stitching very close to the buttons so the fraying won't get too far away, and same thing on the bottom. I'm not going to bother with that. I want the fraying look. I want it to fray a lot, and I figure by the time it's over frayed, it'll be out of style. So this is perfect. Look at the size of these sleeves. This jacket is so big and so heavy. This is going to lighten it up like a tremendous amount. So I'm going to start by cutting, and probably I'm leaving about 3/8 to 1/2 an inch here. And what I'm going to do afterwards is distress it with a wire brush to kind of get that distressed look. And then I'll throw it in the washing machine. Not being super careful, somewhere between 1/2 and 1/4. It is supposed to be distressed. Oof. That sleeve is heavy. There's one. Oof, gone. All right, let's do the other one. I'm doing one side of the sleeve at a time because I don't want to cut into this stitching here. So I want to see where I'm cutting, so I'm not lopping the whole sleeve off all at once. Woohoo! Sleeve number 2. Bye! All right. It's already looking better. Now this collar, I mean, after 40 years, getting this clean is just almost impossible. So we're gonna lop this off. In the process, I'm gonna take the tag off because with the collar gone, I don't want the tag floating around. So let's take off the collar. And again, I'm just leaving, oh, that's a lot to get through. I'm just leaving a little bit here to fringe. That's probably less than 3/8 of an inch. Might be closer to 1/4, somewhere between 1/4 and 3/8. Whoa, that was hard work. All right, that's off. And before I throw it, I want to take off these little pins. Do you remember Avon? At one point, Avon went into jewelry, which was kind of out of their marketing plan. I don't think it did very well, but these were little Avon jewelry pieces. Those were popular back in the 70s. So collar, bye. Look at that. It's already starting to look lighter, more modern, more like our inspiration piece. I'm really happy with the way this is looking. So the inspiration piece had some fraying along both edges of the front and fraying along both edges of the body, the bottom. Right now I'm going to trim all the way around the bottom here, and I'm going to trim up each of these sides. All right, so I'm almost done, finished trimming all the way around the side. You can see I'm just taking a little teeny tiny bit off, because I don't really want to change the look of the jacket, and actually the size is pretty good circumference wise. So I went around each of the facing the front plackets and the bottom and took off little strings, little tiny strings of edging. And again, if you don't want it to keep fraying, you need to run a row of stitching here. I didn't do that because my anticipation is that by the time it's too frayed, I won't care anymore. But if it gets to a point where I don't want it to fray anymore, I'll just take it to the machine and run a stitch here. And then I'm using, this is a paintbrush cleaner, scraper, at least that's what I use it for, to clean my paintbrushes when I'm washing them off. And it's bristles, so any kind of like wire bristle brush will work. And I'm just attacking it a little bit. Now in the inspiration piece, I'm sorry, this probably sounds awful on tape. In the inspiration piece, this front edge and the bottom edge were only barely frayed, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a little tiny bit of fray and then cutting these off. And I'm gonna throw this in the washing machine before I give it a final look, see how much it frays. And if your denim is really stiff, if you have a front loader, you can put it in the machine with a can of Coca-Cola. Has to be real Coca-Cola, and it will help soften this up. This jacket's been washed in Coke probably 3 or 4 times. So you can see I did the neck edge, and I frayed that quite a bit. I did that with my wire brush, and I'll cut the rest of these blue pieces off. And I'm going to do the bottom. I did this other front leading edge here, and again, I just did a little tiny bit of it. And then I'm going to throw it in the machine. I'm also going to do around the sleeves. I'm going to fringe those like I fringe this, so that takes a little bit more work. And then I'm going to throw it in the wash and see how it looks. If you have a darker denim, you can use bleach and put some bleach spots on it. You can also rip open a section and put some distressing there if you want. A pair of scissors and something like this, a wire brush works really well for that. I wouldn't do too much. I'd go slowly. You don't want to go past the point of no return, but at this point I think I'm in a good place. So I'm going to finish fringing this, throw it in the wash, and I'll let you see how it comes out. All right, I got it out of the wash, and you can see the first time through there's a lot of these like straggly strings coming out, so I'm just going to trim those away. So I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. I think I saved $80. Certainly, it's mimicked after that $80 version on Amazon, which is adorable, but this is just as cute. It's kind of heavy, so I think it will probably serve better as a winter piece, but I don't know. I think with the right outfit, it will be cute. I'm gonna wash it a few more times. I did wash it with bleach, and it seems to have perked up the color a little bit, and because it has been hanging in the closet. So yeah, I like it. I like it better than the jacket it used to be. I wasn't going to wear it, so this actually has some potential. So yeah, a jean jacket vest, reconstructed and upcycled from an old vintage jean jacket. Not too bad.